Governor Sanwo-Olu to bid farewell to Lagos State intending pilgrims heading for 2025 Hajj. National Electricity Regulatory Commission orders DISCOs to compensate Band A customers over failure to provide services. On the foreign scene, President Putin proposes direct Russia-Ukraine talks in Istanbul on 15th of May. And in sport, Nigeria Football Federation tasked Flying Eagles on reaching under-20 AFCON semi-final. Now the details. I am Dele Agadumo. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu is set to bid farewell to the state's intending pilgrims embarking on holy pilgrimage to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Secretary to the Lagos State Muslim Pilgrims Welfare Board, Abdulhakeem Ajo Magberi, who made this known in his office, said the event with a theme, "The Position of Hajj in Islam," will hold at the Blue Roof Agidingbi, Ikeja. According to him, the Grand Chief Imam of Lagos State, Sheikh Suleiman Abdul Nola, who would lead other Islamic clerics and divisional imams to offer special prayer for the intending pilgrims towards a successful Hajj exercise. Ajo Magberi urged all the intending pilgrims, their families and friends to ensure that they attend the occasion in large numbers, stressing that officials of the state and federal government agencies would be in attendance to further enlighten them on what they needed to know about the spiritual journey and what they should avoid in their luggage. Meanwhile, the federal government has registered a total of 64,188 Nigerians for this year's holy pilgrimage. Vice President Kashim Shettima made this known at the flag-off of the inaugural airlift of pilgrims from Nigeria to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia for the 2025 Hajj at Sam Mbakwe International Cargo Airport, Owerri, Imo State. Shettima applauded Governor Hope Uzodinma for promoting unity, religious tolerance, mutual respect and inclusion by hosting the inaugural flight ceremony in his state, noting that the gesture is emblematic of Nigeria unfolding its harmony with itself as a nation. He conveyed President Tinubu's goodwill to the pilgrims, stressing that the president, in his characteristic foresight, has once again made available all the necessary resources to ensure the success of the 2025 Hajj. In a bid to reduce unemployment, the Lagos State Cooperative College, Lascoco, is set to graduate 153 students to become self-reliant. Provost of the college, Akorede Ojumu, who made this known at a pre-convocation news conference, explained that the second convocation of the college will award students diploma in microfinance and enterprise, development cooperative economics and management professional diploma in economics and management. Ojomo stated that the development is positioned to contribute significantly to the state's manpower development and socio-economic transformation in alignment with the Themes Plus agenda. He hinted that Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu will unveil a new academic building to accommodate the increasing number of students during the 3-day ceremony, which will be held next week. The provost reiterated the commitment of the college to resilience, determination, and unwavering academic excellence. The Lagos State government is set to elevate the Citizens Mediation Center, CMC, from a department to a full-fledged bureau in a significant move to bolster peace and improve access to justice. The strategic transformation spearheaded by the Office of Transformation, Creativity and Innovation, OTCI, aims to enhance the CMC's authority, resources and overall efficiency in providing conflict resolution services to all citizens. The Director General of OTCI, Toyin Anjus Ademuyiwa, along with her team of consultants, recently engaged with the leadership of the CMC to outline the transition Anjos Ademuyiwa emphasized the importance of this upgrade, noting that the transition represents a crucial step in the continuous efforts to promote peace and guarantee that all residents have access to efficient and effective conflict resolution services. The Lagos State Government, through the Office of the Secretary to the State Government, has continued its series of stakeholder engagement meetings aimed at promoting awareness and participation in the ongoing 89 regular recruit intake exercise of the Nigerian Army. The latest sessions were held in Ikorodu and Surulere local government area. Speaking during the sensitization visit to both locations, the Secretary to the State Government, Bimbola Salu Hunde, said the initiative seeks to align with the federal government's directive for all states to contribute to the country's military strength. Salu Hunde, who was represented by the Permanent Secretary, Cabinet Office, Kehinde Farouk, emphasized that eligible participants must be between 18 and 26 and of Lagos State origin, urging communities and local leaders to actively support the drive. While highlighting the numerous benefits of a career in the Nigerian Army, she said the sensitization is not just about recruitment, but about preparing young men and women to serve with integrity and excellence, and a call for community support and uphold the values that the Army represents. Responding, Chairman Ikorodu Local Government, Wasiu Adeshino, praised Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu for his inclusive governance style, commending his efforts to ensure no one is left behind in empowerment initiatives. He encouraged residents to seize the opportunity and urged parents to motivate their children to apply for the recruitment. Also, the Vice Chairman of Surulere Local Government, Adewale Dusumu, lauded the governor's proactive leadership and emphasized that engaging the youth meaningfully would accelerate development across the state. Now to the rest of the stories. The Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission, NERC, has ordered 9 electricity distribution companies, DISCOs, to compensate Band A customers for failing to meet the minimum power supply requirement mandated under the new electricity tariff regime. Band A customer refers to a category of electricity consumers who receive at least 20 hours of electricity supply per day as the highest electricity tariffs. According to NERC, the affected DISCOs must implement the compensation to customers living in 557 streets across its franchise areas and across 152 electricity feeders for poor supply in the month of April. The compensation is to be implemented through either electricity credit or improved power supply, as stated in the April 2025 multi-year tariff order released by the regulatory agency. 78 Nigerian girls and young women trafficked to Cote d'Ivoire have been safely repatriated back to Nigeria. The victims arrived at Murtala Mohammed International Airport, Lagos, where they were received by the National Agency for the Prohibition of Trafficking in Persons, NAPTIP. Speaking at the airport's arrival wing, the Director General of NAPTIP, Binta Bello, described the rescue as a powerful symbol of national responsibility and resilience in the face of transnational trafficking crimes. Bello confirmed that some of the perpetrators behind the trafficking ring have been apprehended and would face prosecution. While she did not provide specific details for operational security, she assured Nigerians that NAPTIP is working closely with international partners to dismantle the networks responsible. Bello urged Nigerians to remain vigilant and report suspicious activities, noting that the rescued victims would undergo medical checks, rehabilitation and reintegration programs coordinated by the agency and its partners. Now to foreign news. Russian President Vladimir Putin has proposed direct talks with Ukraine in Istanbul on May 15 without preconditions to achieve lasting peace and and eliminate the root causes of the 3-year conflict. The offer comes hours after the leaders of Ukraine, France, Germany, Poland, and the United Kingdom call for an unconditional 30-day ceasefire. The leaders who were meeting in Kiev said their call is backed by United States President Donald Trump and threatened massive new sanctions on Moscow if it did not agree with their plan. Putin, who rejected that proposal, slammed European ultimatums and anti-Russian rhetoric before outlining the counter-proposal for renewed Russia-Ukraine negotiations. In our sports, the Nigeria Football Federation, NFF, has charged the Flying Eagles to beat Senegal in their quarter-final tie at the 2025 Africa Under-20 Cup of Nations. Secretary General of the NFF, Mohamed Sanusi, who visited the players and officials of the team at their training ground in Islamia, the training ground in Ismaila on Saturday, said it is important for the team to earn a berth at the 2025 FIFA Under-20 World Cup in Chile. Sanusi told the players the World Cup ticket is crucial for the country, hence they put in their best to ensure Nigeria secure the World Cup ticket by reaching the semi-final. Monday's encounter will hold at the Suez Canal Stadium, Ismailia, and will kick off at 1 p.m. Nigeria time. The Flying Eagles finished second in Group B with 5 points from 3 games. And that is the news at 10. Just before we go, maintain adequate distance from the vehicle ahead of you to avoid collision. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms: X at Traffic Radio 961, Facebook Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, Instagram Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch your news and programs live on YouTube at Traffic Radio 961. You can also visit our website www.trafficradio961.ng. Did you know that under the Sanwo-Olu administration, 18,000 teachers were trained under EcoExcel? You can get more details on the Lagos State Government website. To end the news, try the highlights of the major stories. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu is set to bid farewell to the state's intending pilgrims embarking on holy pilgrimage to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. The Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission, NERC, has ordered 9 electricity distribution companies, DISCOs, to compensate Band A customers for failing to meet the minimum power supply requirement mandated under the new electricity tariff regime. Also told you that Russian President Vladimir Putin has proposed direct talks with Ukraine in Istanbul on May 15 without preconditions to achieve lasting peace and eliminate the root causes of the 3-year conflict. And in sport, the Nigeria Football Federation, NFF, has charged the Flying Eagles to beat Senegal in their quarter-final tie at the 2025 Africa Under-20 Cup of Nations. For contact with the newsroom, send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. That is the news broadcast compiled by Adewale Oluworoku. I am Dele Agadumo. Good morning. Thank you for listening.